Massive security at the Gyanvapi Mosque, where the video survey is underway at this point in time, and this is after a local court ruled that videography can take place in the premises. The court has stated that there should be no obstruction in the process of survey. Remember, this matter came to light when a group of women sought year-long access to a Hindu shrine which is behind the mosque. The shrine is only accessible once a year. Now, the matter has been challenged at the top court as well by the mosque committee, but the top court so far has refused to put a stay on the order, and it ordered that the survey is going to continue up until the court decides otherwise. Alok joining us now from right outside the mosque. Alok, we believe the survey is underway. Tell us what's happening.
Well, yes, so the mosque and the temple are right next to each other in Varanasi. And I am right now outside the last barricade that's been put up here towards the temple. So nobody can go in today, at least till 12 in the afternoon, which is the time for the survey to conclude on a daily basis. So this is the last point till where you can go, and after this the UP police is not letting anyone go. The survey is carrying on. I know that, there is much speculation about what's happening, whether one basement has been searched, whether the second basement has been searched. I can only say that it is best to wait till 12 when the court commissioners and the lawyers and petitioners come, so that they can tell us exactly what has happened, because, it's difficult to speculate on a story as sensitive as this, given the fact that, this is also a very political issue as much as it is a matter of the law. So to this side, you see the police actually asking people to move away from this location and to go to another side. Of course, there are lanes and by-lanes that you can use in Varanasi to go from point A to point B. So people are not really being too much inconvenienced, but yes, the people who are coming in here for darshan, etc., they're facing a little bit of a problem. But I think the larger issue, of course, is the fact that this survey is happening in the first place, as per an order by the lower court. It is also very pertinent to point out that the matter has also reached the Supreme Court of India, and the Chief Justice has constituted a bench, or at least asked Justice D.Y. Chandrachud to hear this matter. The Muslim side had gone to the Supreme Court saying that, look, if you carry out a survey inside the mosque, it's a violation of the Places of Worship Act 1991 that calls for status quo on any religious place as on the day of independence. But the local court here, in its wisdom, has thought it fit to let the survey go ahead. And this, of course, was before it was challenged in the Supreme Court. So, of course, the court has not given a stay. And that is why the survey is going on. So the Gyanvapi Masjid is to this side. And I'll just ask Rajesh to show you again. So the masjid and the temple are on the same campus. They are located next to each other, and they are to this side. And the survey has to happen between 8 to 12. In the order issued by the district magistrate yesterday, he had said that if there was any issue with any locks or anywhere where people couldn't access what was desired, then they had the freedom to break open those locks. So what happens, we'll get to know around noon.
All right. What happens, we'll get to know about noon. At this point in time, the survey is taking place, and as we see behind you, Alok, the entire area is cordoned off. Heavy police presence in that area as well. But as you mentioned, the matter has now reached the top court. The minority community, of course, trying its best to create an impediment in this particular survey. But is there any presence on ground from that community at this point in time? What are you picking up from your sources? What's the next legal remedy are they looking at?
See, I can say only one thing, that in the last week that all of this has happened, and I'll just move aside and let Rajesh give you some shots again. There has been much reporting on about how there has been tension and how, there have been slogans. But in the time that I have been present here, I can tell you that, all communities have behaved with restraint, particularly the elders yesterday when the Friday prayers were taking place. Community leaders were there, standing right there outside the mosque and the temple complex, and not letting anyone speak to the media, not letting anyone raise any slogans, not letting, anyone get agitated just like that. So there has been remarkable restraint that has been shown. Even today, I do not see any kind of gathering. I do not see any kind of people come in here raising any slogans or even raising any questions. So I have to say that in that sense, it is very restrained. The legal remedy, of course, lies with the Supreme Court of India. If the justice that is assigned to the case decides to hear it on Monday, then of course there may be a move ahead. But till then, that survey is certainly taking place, because it is mandated by the lower court, and the administration has said that it is providing all possible security, which is visible in my frame also. So I think that's how it is proceeding, and any reports of tension, etc., may be a little exaggerated.